I've definitely got to sort these out today. I keep putting them off and putting them off. Florence red onions, the type of onion that grows long and tall. It doesn't bulb up like a regular onion. And we've grown them before and we had good results from a very small container as well. But I did let these grow on a bit. And now you'll notice that they're starting to split off. So they'll be getting quite a long root system now and getting tangled. And if I don't do something, it's going to be too late. And it's a shame to waste all those onions. So I'm going to prick out as many as possible and get them moved on. It's one of them jobs that you keep saying you're going to do and then you put it off and put it off. And if you put it off for too long, it's a job that's never going to get done because it'll be too late. So I just need to find a container to transplant these into. Thank you very much to Karen Sweeney for making that PayPal donation to the channel today. It's massively appreciated when people make donations to the channel because it helps pay towards all the materials that we need to keep making these videos 7 days a week. So thank you very much for that donation. It's very generous of you and really appreciated. I found this one in garden. It's not the best container in the world. It's been cut and used for different things. And it has got a bit of a crack in one side. But it's a very long container. And we don't need it to be too deep. But I think it'll be plenty to put pretty much most of these onions into. At least that way we can get them moved on and try and get something out of it. I'm just going to use my dibber to make these holes a bit bigger. The more drainage we've got, the better. Especially when it's consistently raining. And that's better because the holes are a lot bigger now. I'm going to use some old compost again. I'll add a little bit of fish blood and bone to it, just so it's got some nutrients in there. So I'll just top that back up. And then level it out. I've got a nice even bed to work with then. I'm going to get a good watering first though. I think that'll do because then I can put it outside 10 minutes when I'm done. When I grow these onions through autumn and winter, I'm not expecting them to get too much wider than that. So I'll use that as my marker. And I'll just go across back like I've done before on a previous video. And just make these indentations so it gives me an idea of where to plant these seedlings. So around 20 across that back to start us off. I think when it comes to these onions, we're going to have to take them out in clumps and then separate them. Trying to avoid as much damage as we can. Some might quite easily pull out like that one, but you can see it's getting quite a lot of roots on that. And it's splitting off now, as it should do. It's definitely time to try moving them, because you can see we've got a tiny little bulb trying to grow right there. So we'll take them out carefully and then we can work with them a bit better. We only have to just steadily ease them out and it'll be fine. See, now I've loosened all that compost, you can see how easy they're coming out. And they're good little plants, that's why it's a shame to not do anything and waste them. And I'll disregard any tinier ones for the moment. Especially ones like that. We've got plenty to go at without waiting for that to grow. Just tease those apart, keeping that root system intact. And we'll just keep going until we've got around 20 or so. So that's all those onions that we've just removed. So we'll get some of these planted now. So I'm just going to make an hole with my pencil, and then we'll get these roots fed in. It's a bit fiddly when you first start doing this, but you'll get used to it. So I need to just press that together now to keep that onion upright like that, and then we'll go again. If I just twist it, it'll help get those roots in there. So I'll just twist those around, and it helps me get all them roots in there like that. Quick and easy. This is definitely a job for today, with that weather taking a turn once again. So that's one row done, all nicely spaced out, and we only had one left, so that were a pretty good guess. So now we're going to do a few more rows, and I'm just going to space them about that far apart. If you can see that, if I leave penciling, just going to do them about that far apart, because then we can put that row in, then I can put another one right there. So we've already got us marker from that back row. That's that all set up. So now I just need to separate some more onions. And again, I stuck with biggest sizes, so just poking that in and stand them up. Quick, easy, but very worthwhile doing. Bit of a twist, and those roots drop straight into place. Well, it took a while, but we got them all done. And we've got a really big container full of red onions. There's about 6 to 8 onions in there. And even though we've took all those out, we've still got all these left. So what I think I'll do with these is I might try multi-sowing some. We multi-sow onions all the time, and they grow together in a bunch, and they push each other apart as they grow. And they're bulbing onions, but these ones grow more tall than they do round. So maybe if we multi-sow some of those into a pot, we might end up with 5 or 6 red onions growing upwards and still get a really good harvest from an even smaller container. So we'll try that. When you transplant your onions, you'll notice that some of them will start to try and lay down. That's just a bit of transplant shock. They'll sulk for a couple of hours, so you just need to put them in there, give them a quick watering, and then keep them out at sun. And today is ideal for that because it's overcast all day long, and that'll give them a chance to pick themselves back up, and then they'll be well on the way. So once again, a very small container, and hopefully a nice little harvest to come out of that. Meanwhile, I'll work on these because I'm determined not to waste anything that's been so difficult to grow all year long. If you want to see what other jobs we've got to do over the weekend, then please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and I'll see you over the weekend. Take care.